Hey guys, Shane here, and I'm back with another video. Ah! Alright guys, so we have just recently got home. Got everything put up. I've got to dig out, get some clothes so I can take a nice hot shower, because that's really what I want right now. And I'll come back to you. Alright guys, so I have just finished taking my shower. It's really nice compared to all the truck stop showers I had to do. Also, forgot to mention, I got me a cross. It's my favorite color, green. It's one of my two favorite colors. Neon green is my most favorite color, and black is my second. And, it's both. So, yeah. We're gonna go, explore Couper Creek. Alright, guys, so we're currently, Couper Creek is right behind my house. So I just cut through the bushes behind me. There's a really steep hill I gotta go up. But very much worth it. That's Couper Creek Park Lake. It's a very nice lake. Let's go. Alright guys, so it's really been about 2 or 3 years since I've actually been to Couper Creek Park. But it's a nice place. Good place to run, good place to go fishing, good place to play tennis, good place to take your kids to a swing set or park. That's what I did with my niece all the time. Me, Autumn, and my brother-in-law, and my mom would take Summer to the park. Now we got 2 of them. Now we got 2 we can take to the park. Let's go, guys. My bad. Go ahead.
Subscribe to Shane Justice.
Subscribe to Shane Justice.
Okay, guys and ladies, so as you see, I meet other people all around the world. No matter where I go, there's always somebody I can talk to, somebody to be friendly with. Most of the time, you get to see wonderful new places, wonderful new people. You get to meet people that have different religions from you, and it's nice to know what else is out there other than your own religion, which I'm a Christian Baptist. But there's other religions out there, and even though I'm a Christian Baptist, I still wouldn't mind knowing about other religions. It's great history. It's in your history books. It's everywhere. And if you get out more often, you'll do the same thing I do. You'll meet new people. You'll see new places. You'll see new things. I mean, now there's some places where they don't even have parks, but this place, it's even got bird feeders. That little thing right there says bird feeder. Alright, so I've come across another thing. When I used to come here like 2 or 3 years ago, I used to go through this walking trail, and I don't remember where it's at, but it's gonna be somewhere in this area on this trail, this other exercise trail. And there's a trail back there. It used to lead me all the way to my house. and I used to take that every day when I want to exercise. This is where I used to go because I used to live right behind it, like I do now. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to rent my own room because you got to start out with somewhere. And I started out with a friend, and now I've got enough money to rent me a place. Sooner or later, well, I'm renting a room. Um, Sooner or later, I'll rent my own place. Then I'll buy me a house, and with your help, I can actually become a YouTuber as my daily job. But I would prefer to be a lawyer if I could. But I really do appreciate the subscriptions. As they said back there, I appreciate the subscriptions. Subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave your names in the comment below when you subscribe, so that I can give you a shout out and tell all your friends about me. I'll give them a shout out with a warm welcome just as well. Let's go. As I have found the trail, this is the trail that I used to take. It take me all the way. If you follow this dirt that's on the ground through this fence, all that dirt right there, where the line right there and the line right there, that whole dirt path is where it would take you all the way back to my road. And I used to live in the front, right when you turn off on it. I live a little bit further down. Here's actually I'm on the fitness trail. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll move on to the next area. When I find something interesting, I'll play, I'll pause, I'll continue, I'll skip, and then I'll have my editor send it through this. As a matter of fact, I have my drive, my USB drive, and I'll download it on this and send it to my sister, and she'll edit it, send it back in 63 hours, and sometimes more, sometimes less. It all depends on her. I give her, for this time, I gave her a limit so she could download all these videos that I haven't posted yet, and she'll give it back to me in 63 hours, and I'll see how it looks. So that way I can determine rather. She don't know this, but she probably will if she looks at this video. But I can determine rather how much I want to pay her, because I don't think she realizes I'm going to pay her regardless to be my editor, whether she likes it or not. There's actually some birds over here. We're going to get this while we're over there. And always squirrels in Columbus and Alabama, and no matter where you go, if there's a bunch of trees, there's a bunch of squirrels, and most of them are fat because they eat too much nuts. Guys, so I'm here, and they seem to just come right up to you. Look, they're literally coming my way. Where they stopped when I got down. Look, now they're coming towards me. Hey, little guy, you want to be a YouTuber? That's okay, I'm not a great one either. Ooh, there's something wrong with his feather. Doesn't look too good. He needs to pluck that one out. Looks like part of it. Ooh, there's many of them. Look at all these. There's actually some down there, if you can see it. They're walking right there. Alright, let's go see these and then we'll move on. Alright, guys. Hey, little guy. Alright, guys, let's move on.
Subscribe to can you redo it? Subscribe to Shane Justice.
Alright, guys, I know I moved on from the geese, but I had to come back to it. Look at all those geese. They're all in a herd, and then you got some right there. Let's move on. Surprised how close they're actually getting to people. I guess they're used to people feeding them, and they'll only run if you get really, really close. But people would go buy bird seeds, throw out bread, and I really don't do that because it's a choking hazard for them. But the bird seeds, I would definitely do that. They do that, and it would they get used to it, and so that makes them come up a little closer than what they should. But naturally, if they haven't been fed by a bunch of people, they would never do that. Look at this giant tree. I'm currently close to mud. I don't know if I want to go up in the tree or not. But if I do, I'll skip to it. Alright, guys, so I decided not to go in it because it seemed the further I got into the mud to get to the tree, the deeper I go in. And if you didn't notice, there's the big tree, and it is also next to a lake. So I would not recommend it, but it is a very nice tree to climb. Looks like it would be perfect. Looks like it came up with it fell over with all its roots, and a giant sand dune was created by it, and that's what made the puddle behind it a lake, technically. But a lot of ducks come out here. If you can't see all these little baby ducks, there's like maybe 2 or 3 mama ducks. Alright, guys, so we've now come across, there used to be this ditch right here, and it's filled with a river stream that comes from Cooper Creek and goes all the way on the other side of Cooper Creek. And it's always been here since last time I came here, and it's actually really nice. It used to not be this deep, because if you go down further, I used to be able to walk on rocks and go across the thing because I was too lazy to walk all the way around. But it's literally a giant ditch. I would say that we can go on the swing set, but there's kids coming. I wouldn't, and there's only one swing set, but kid and the mother's coming. There's 2 swing sets, but I would not wish that on my worst enemy, because I know how when I was a kid I used to be like, oh, I want a swing set so bad, and people used to not let me swing because back then I was a very mean kid, and I wasn't too popular because nobody wanted to hang out with me because I was rude, I was mean, and I didn't like people. Everybody was scared of me, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'm nicer than what I used to be, but I guess we'll go across this ditch. Plus, I wouldn't trust those swing sets on my own kid if I had one. Um, yeah, so we're gonna go across this, go all the way up here to across this ditch, and I'll show you both sides of the ditch where it comes in and out of Cooper Creek. But I'm not sure entirely. Actually, it just might be the same river that travels across from where I used to live, I used to see a river go back that way, but I'm not sure if it's this side of Cooper Creek or this is that stream, but I will record it on the other side. You probably can't see the little fishies down there, but there's a few small fish. I think they're called gillfish, and they're green. They're hard to catch, and they're small, long, and skinny. And they're like minnow, but they're bigger. They eat minnow, and they're green. And you find them anywhere in a small stream, river, or anything else. You see them everywhere. Any river there is, you'll find a fish if it wasn't naturally made. Um, you probably can't see them, but I bet if I dropped a rock in there, you'd definitely see them because I don't know if these fish have ate in a while. They probably are running out of food by now. They probably might have to swim back up that way and go find food. Then they come back up this way, or they just travel down. But yeah, let's go. Alright guys, this is actually a long stream. That's why it's hard for me to get there. I'm very close, but this is exactly what I was talking about right here. How it's got all these little sand parts that are not underwater entirely, and I'd go across them just to get to that side, and sometimes this side. Most of the time it was this side because I didn't want to walk all the way around, and I was trying to go somewhere certain, a certain spot, because I used to know my whole way around here. As a matter of fact, I still do, even though it's been a while. I don't remember exactly every spot, but I remember most of it, and I'm not going to go across it today, but maybe in a little while I'll come back to that. Now you're probably wondering why I'm making this the longest video I've ever made, because it's right now at 16 minutes, but it will be further. Actually it's 16:35, and it will be further. But that's because now that I got an editor, I can make my stuff as long as I want to, and not worry about the mess ups, how many mess ups I've had, because my editor, I trust her because she's my blood sister, and when she says something, I believe it because that's my sister, and I don't doubt that she is really good at what she does. I'd recommend her to everybody. If you could pay her to do that, you're in luck, because I don't think my sister would do that for everybody. She really don't like people, to be honest, and don't get on her bad side. But we have just now arrived at the end, but if you wanted to and you were stupid enough to, and you weren't afraid of snakes or something, which I'm not afraid of snakes either, but I know there's snakes down there, and I'm not an asshole or a wise crack. Hopefully she can edit that out, because I don't think I'm supposed to cuss, and I wouldn't recommend me cussing. So Autumn, don't forget to edit that part out if you're watching this video. Guys, this is where that if you're smart enough not to go there, I wouldn't recommend it. But this is the other side, and as you see, it goes all the way back. That leads to my old road on Northgate Drive, which if you go out of it, it'll take you all the way to Fairview, and Fairview leads right into Northgate Drive. Let's go. But guys, like I said, back to the swing set topic, I really wouldn't recommend you use these. Don't even trust your own kids to get on these, because to be honest, they've been here for as long as I can remember, and I've been going since I was like, what, 10 something. And they've always had these swing sets, every swing set out here. That one actually that I'm coming up on soon is the best swing set I've ever seen out here, and it's let alone been there the longest. And they never repair any of this stuff when it goes out. They leave it like it is. It gets old and rusty. They don't do nothing. It's not sanitized. It's a very bad habit, or very dangerous hazard, and No offense to Cooper Creek, but I don't trust your swings. But that is the best swing set I've ever been to in my childhood life. Moving on, guys. Well, I'm at the beginning part of Cooper Creek where you enter, which I usually don't like to enter either way. This is where the tennis would be if you liked tennis. I used to play it here, but not as often as I do. I mean, not as often as I did then. I don't play it. But that is tennis. All down, all up there, and all down here. It starts right there. I guess we'll go in here if they let me, and we'll record some in here. But I doubt they let me, because I doubt they know I'm even recording. I don't know if you're allowed to record in Cooper Creek, but I really don't care, because it's a park and it's public, and they get paid just like schools to stay open. Okay, guys, so we're going to take this road out here, and we're going to stop at a few of these tennis courts. We won't necessarily go in the tennis court. But we will definitely see some people play some tennis if they let me record them for a little bit, 2 minutes or less. I don't want to stay on here too long, just in case owners come out of the park and they get mad or something about me recording, and I have to delete this video, which I will do because I ain't getting sued by a park. That would be stupid. Hopefully Autumn can edit that part out too. Guys, if you may not know this, but I do have an editor editing all my cuss words out if I cuss, and we're actually coming up on what looks like a good court for now. I might go to that one because it's got less people on it. It's got less people on it, and the less people, to me, is the better of the court. So we're going to take this way instead of going over there. Let's go. Guys, at this point, I may have not reached a court, but I'm still contemplating myself on as to whether I could go record somebody or not playing tennis. But
Shane Justice.
Shane Justice.
Shane Justice, sorry.
It's alright.